Hello traders, this is Silver's Futures technical analysis video. Last week we had the initiation of a distribution schematic on silver. What is a distribution schematic? Essentially, the market maker or institutional players don't sell at once because the amount of inventory they have is very big. What they do is they distribute their uh, inventory at the highest price possible over a period of time. So the first stage of a distribution schematic is to test the boundaries of supply and demand. And as you can see, demand is strong at the low end of the range at approximately 74K, and supply is strong at the high end of the range at $120, more or less. Okay. Now, what should we expect next week? First, we need to stabilize the low end of the range. The range low at approximately $74 must hold. Can it squiggle a bit lower and then push? Yes. And if it does, then it's a long setup. Let's say that silver goes slightly below 74K and then reclaims the low end of the range. That's a beautiful setup. If you are an aggressive trader, if you don't risk much on this trade, it's a setup, okay? But eventually, what will happen is a recovery towards the mid range. Does it have to be exactly the mid range? No, and it doesn't matter how high. It could be 95, it could be 98, it could be 92. What I want to see then is a initial sell-off and a secondary test. And this secondary test, the low end of the range must hold, and preferably the price should hold above the low end of the range. I still don't know the exact price, but I will give you the Fibonacci levels when I have them. But it is another possibility or another opportunity to enter a long trade based on this secondary test. And if the secondary test is successful, then I believe we are going to the range high to retest the range high. Okay, I don't want to make this video long, and I want to make it practical, so I will just reiterate that what I want to see next week is first the range low holding, okay? It could get retested again. It could squiggle a bit lower than 74, but not below 69, okay? And then I want to see the price recover, push higher towards the mid range, and I think that for next week, this is all we are going to get. But you should know that after this initial recovery, we will get a sell-off, and this will be the true test of the demand for silver, because if this sell-off, if the buyers step in during this sell-off, it's not a sell-off, it's traders taking profits, okay? If the buyers step in and we get a lower high, then we are good to go to the range high, and possibly even as high as $135. That's all I have for you on silver. I hope it helps, and I will see you in the next video.